What's up, guys? Alex with the Pop One Podcast here. Who are we with?
Tyler BALYEAT.
And tell us, what did you do with this deck that you're playing?
I've been terrorizing locals with this god-awful deck. I don't even know what we call this. Some people call it Luna Kaiju, rank 8 pile, rank 8 turbo, pile of good cards.
Well, let's get into it, man.
Alright, for your only normal summon in the deck, 3 Fairy Tale Luna. This card's crazy. It keeps your hand count high, which is good for this deck. It's like a pseudo bounce. It pairs really well with some of the cards in the deck. 3 of the best cards in the deck. Dimension Shifter. This deck doesn't care about its graveyard, so 3 Gizmek. Probably the most busted card in this deck. Every time you see this card in a deck list, it's just, you know, it's doing degenerate things. 3 Alphas. This card's nuts. Non-once per turn special summon. It can bounce stuff. He's big.
Do you hate when you see multiple of those in one hand?
No, because he's not once per turn special, so as long as your opponent has more attack, you can special multiples out. And he helps recycle your Kaijus along with the Luna.
Nice.
We play 3 Bigfoot, 2 Thunderbird. Our good friend Michael Murphy always tells me to play the 3rd Thunderbird. I really like this count just because I like having more monsters in the deck that are guaranteed summons than maybe summons, but I mean, they're level 8s, they're good cards. Heavy Kaiju count, we'll play 2 Doggerin, 2 Gamasteel, 2 Godarla. These are all the level 8 Kaijus. This is the heart and soul of the deck. This is how you break your boards 9 times out of 10. 2 Sage de Fleur. This card's insane. It's removal. It's a level 8 body that summons itself. It's big. 2 Schwarzschild Limit Dragon. I love this card because most people have never seen this card before in their life, and I summoned this. It just specials itself if your opponent has a monster with 2k, which is easy to do because you can just give them a Kaiju and they're all over 2k, non-once per turn, so. Then the spells. We play Big Draw Engine, 2 Desires, 3 Trade-In, because everything is innate. I've had games where I've drawn 6 cards. 3 of your best board breaker, Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. This card's crazy. It breaks the mechanic of Kaijus of not being able to control multiple. Thanks, Konami. Bunch more board breakers, 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Harpies, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Talents, 1 Change of Heart, 1 Mind Control. These cards are for, you have a lot of trouble in the back row decks because the deck doesn't inherently do anything in the back row. This is more bodies on board, and all of the take cards pair really well with some of the extra deck.
No Gren Maju itself, huh?
Yeah, Grenless Gren Maju. Not a single Gren Maju in the deck. The versions that play Gren Maju are just too slow for today's game because you don't have enough cards that can guaranteed banish on turn 2.
Right.
So, and plus with like the amount of hand traps in the format, I don't want a attack declaration imperm on Gren Maju, just feels bad. For the extra deck, played 3 Super Poly targets, just the best ones in my opinion. Mud Dragon, Garura, Dragos Depelia. This makes a lot of your bad matchups like tier and stuff a lot easier. The Link package, 1 Dark, 1 Selene, 1 Access Code. The Selene's good because you play the Luna and the Sage, which are both spellcasters. And then Dark pairs well with a lot of the deck. And then the biggest package, the rank 8s. We play 1 Lancelot, 1 of the new Fire King XZs. This card was actually the MVP of the night, blowing up boards and then being able to make a Zeus after hitting him for 35. So you break the entire board, leave him on 0 resources, poke for 3, make a Zeus. It's hard to come back from that. We play the OTK package, the Numeron Dragon, the Drag Lubion, and the Hope Harbinger. Because a lot of times when you're playing like Dragon Link or Tier or like very graveyard reliant decks and you drop Shifter, they'll simply just pass. And the deck usually can't OTK if your opponent doesn't do anything. But dropping this package, you can OTK on an empty board easily. Play the Zombie Vampire. This pairs well with the cards that I was talking about, like the Monster Reborn, Triple Attack, Change of Heart, Mind Control. Because if you use an opponent's monster, you can use it as a level 8 for this. So you can steal one of their monsters, turn it into your body, mill 4, and then take another one of their bodies. Play the Zeus package, 1 Ding, 1 Pain Gainer and 1 Zeus. This comes up pretty much every game. Non-targeting send for Ding is so important, especially with how much stuff can play around targeting right now. And then this just helps make 4 Mat Zeuses, because 1 Mat Zeus isn't enough. On the side deck, play 1 Pank. I didn't want to play it in the main deck just because it's not a level 8, but into like back row matchups or just strange matchups, it's a very good utility card. 3 Bestials, Magnemite, 2 Druis. Just for graveyard reliant decks, tier, this gives you, with the Super Polys, this gives you 9 cards in the tier. More back row hate. Twin Twister, this card's crazy too with this deck because it works well with Gizmek. It triggers all of your dangers because they, even under Shifter, they don't have to be sent to grave, they just have to be discarded. So Twin Twisters pop 2 back row, discard Bigfoot, pop a monster. This card was also the MVP of the night. 3 Super Poly. Pairs well with the dangers and the Gizmek. Breaks boards. Puts big monsters on your board. 3 Skill Drain, 3 TC Boo. Nothing in your deck's the same attribute. A lot of decks right now are monotype or mostly monotype. And then Skill Drain, you just put big monsters on the board and play Beatdown.
You been enjoying this deck for locals?
Yeah, it's been nice. And it plays well into meta, better than I expected. This was mostly going to be a for fun deck, but then it started doing a lot better. Like my matchups last week were, I played Bestial, Runic, Tier, Infernoble, and Dragon Link, and beat all of them.
Hey man, I appreciate you.
Awesome, thank you.